Okay, I'm reloaded. Big Dappuccino here. This is a German auto showcase. Or Auto die Aslage. I know you want to see y'all like, what in the world? Yeah, just like Racer XYZ over here, my mascot. He's up here one of them. Got all these nice German cars here. Which one can I go in to drive off to pick me up some lunch? But without further ado, let's get started. Uh, I should have been done this content, but I've been dealing with an issue with ordering online, which has only happened. This is the second time. Well, the second time for Diecast. I had a third time where it happened with some music, a separate incident, but I hate when business situations go wrong. One of the reasons why I don't deal with eBay, because I had friends who dealt with eBay and they pretty much been ripped off. And it's been stuff where it was up to $100 or $200, but they also buy sneakers and shoes and fashion stuff. So me, I really don't care. I'm cool with a pair of Levi's and some New Balance. I don't really get too fancy. I'm a classic dude, man. I don't need. That's why most of my money spent on diecast, but I digress. Let's get, like I said, this is a German auto showcase, so let's get into it. First, we're gonna get into the Matchbox 2017, the Audi RS6 Avant wagon. It's one of the Matchbox castings, and I was watching XLT Off Road Bear video, one of his videos, and he was going hard on Matchbox too. I go hard on Matchbox because I love Matchbox. When I first started getting back into collecting around 2008, 2009, they had some awesome models, some of them with opening features and everything. And it's just like, look at stuff like this. It's a big difference between this and, hey, do I have any current Matchbox? Even this. Even though this is not bad, but you can see, look at how that gray plastic looks made into the base. And they do that a lot. Even though this is very detailed and it looks pretty good. But if I didn't tell you, I could pass this off as a Hot Wheels. A pretty good Hot Wheels too. And the windows are already open and everything. Interior's done. All four seats. Only bad thing is it's got this pillar right here. It even has side mirrors. Headlight detail, grill detail. License plates done. And like I said, this is the Audi RS6 Avant wagon, 2006, 2010 casting. This was retooled. Was this one that was from retooled? Yeah, it was retooled in 2017. This is a 2018 right here. I think this is the MBX. I think it's this MBX metal. Not sure, but it debuted in MBX metal in 2006 before it was retooled. This was designed by Rauh Sada. That name sounds familiar. He is pretty much the executive, I want to say director of the mainline for as far as design for Hot Wheels. So he was at Matchbox first. And I don't know if he was working for both for a while. Him and June I May are like good friends. So, and they pretty much, that between them two, they are the reason why car culture is like it is. And like this Metal Flake white one, it's 2018, like I said, MBX mainline. Uh, they had a, I think this was the one with the error card. Uh, it was packaged as a '94 Audi Avant RS2 wagon, which this it was pretty much that wagon is famous because it used Porsche components. At that time, Porsche and Audi they had agreement in which Porsche pretty much helped them out with that wagon, and it even had Porsche brakes on it. It said Porsche, but I wanted that one, but ended up with this one, so I was confused. But anyway, moving on. I'm rambling. Next, we have the Hot Wheels 2019 Audi R8 Spider, which debuted in Factory Fresh 2020. Again, designed by the great Rauh-Welt. This is the second color from Factory Fresh. I had a white one that came out first too, which is hopefully I don't knock these cars down. Right here, this is the white one. Beautiful casting. I haven't cleaned this off, so it was looking pretty good to be sitting in display. Or dust be flying everywhere, and I'm gonna drop that one. Makes sense. Tail lights, headlights are done. Interior looks great. Look like something that Robert Downey Jr. would hop in. All my Iron Man fans and Marvel fanatics, they know that's pretty much the car that they tied in. I think they had a marketing campaign with Iron Man. I do think that they did commercials, and you actually saw Iron Man in some of the Audi commercials. And okay. If you didn't know, this is the cousin of the Lamborghini Gallardo. They're pretty much the same car. You want to be mechanically, they're pretty much the same car. Next, let's get into the BMWs. Which they're all premium. The BMW M3, I don't have any mainline representatives. I was going to use one, but I changed my mind, because I would have to use the M4. I didn't have any M3 with any full deco. So the first we're going to do is I should do the BMW E30. This BMW E30 is from Mini GT and Alpine White. I really don't have no info on this because Mini GT really doesn't pack any info or get any info on their vehicles as far as when you get them out the packaging. It comes with the box, and the box is pretty much doesn't even have no copyright and stuff information. It had copyright information, but general. Don't give no dates. This is a late 80s to 90s M3, which is called the E30. I had a poster of one in my wall in high school in my bedroom. I own this car for over a full year now, but I actually think it came out in 2018, if I'm correct. I don't think 2018, 2019. As you can see, it has no opening features. Look at that. They even put some silver paint on the side mirrors. Mini GT is good at what they do. Sometimes less is more. Interior looks correct. Look at your steering wheel. Unfortunately, it is not a Euro spec. It is an American spec, US spec. Look at them wheels. They're not BBSs. But those are the factory-like wheels. They have wheels that look close to BBSs in factory. The tail lights are lens. You can see the pipe, all the details, even on the base. For the slim wheels. It's not even wide bodied out. This is just a stock with the wing M3, which is, of course, the high performance version of the 3 Series, the 325i. Which leads us to the BMW E36. Well, this is E46, not 36. The BMW E36. This is Hot Wheels, debuted in Fast and Furious first premium series. I mean, the Fast and Furious Eurofast premium series. I read that wrong. I'm sorry. Designed by Mark Jones. The real car is the 3rd generation of the BMW M3, produced from 2000 to 2006. This version is different from the RLC exclusive 2006 BMW M3, which is based on a wide body kit. I think it's talking about this one, based on the wide body kit, not the RLC. The wheels are turquoise double R10 SPMs. So even if you're not into the Fast and the Furious, you gotta admit this is a cool Beamer. And it looks real good. And if you join me, probably I'll do it Sunday. I was gonna do it Saturday, but I don't think I'm gonna wait till Sunday. When I do show and tell 103 for all my Beamers lovers, I got a surprise for you. Some of you all probably already have it, but okay. A lot of y'all have a lot of things that I don't have, or y'all get them months ahead. So next, we're gonna do Mercedes-Benz. We're gonna start with the Matchbox 2008. This scale 161 scale. It's a Mercedes SLR McLaren, and it's rare because I don't think they produced this long. I think they only produced 2 versions of this in the original casting before they lost the license, and they didn't regain the license until 2017. Matchbox did. I think Hot Wheels had it before that. I think Mattel as a whole regained that license. I think they all lost it. I'm not sure. This model debuted for, this was designed by Rauh Sada too. This model debuted for 2009, was discontinued. Like I said, it was discontinued and returned in 2017. This is the sports car. It was in the sports car series in 2008. So it's a rare vehicle. It has tail lights. It has headlights. And like I said, the 2017 version is pretty much the same, but I think they got a matte paint job, and I think the first color they came back with was gold. So But this is different because this was that first series before they lost the license in 2009. And of course, this car is iconic itself because it was only produced, I think, for that 1 year from 2008, 2009. Probably another reason why they couldn't do this car again because McLaren and Mercedes-Benz, even though they kept an association through racing for a little while, they pretty much split apart. And McLaren pretty much started building their own cars. Well, they had been building their own cars because they had the F1. Is it the F1 or the P1? I forgot. They had been building their own iconic cars, but they really started branching off around 2009, 2010. Of course, now you got the Cena and all that and all that. They're high level performance hypercars. Which Mercedes-Benz, they're pretty much sports. They do hypercars too, but y'all got me flipping back. And of course, y'all recognize this Mercedes-Benz from Car Culture 2019, open track. This was designed by Mark Jones. It debuted actually in Modern Classics 2017. And the Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5 Evo 2. The black version, that was the original one, which people were charging $25 to $30 for, which I wasn't paying. So I had to wait until I found this one, pretty much like 2 years later. So, and for $20, I could have went. Most of the time, I go on Amazon or even go to Hobby Lobby now. I spend $20. I get me two Johnny Lightnings or two Greenlights or something, or at least a Johnny Lightning for less than that, or a Greenlight for less than that. Greenlight $7.99 is the cheapest one, and you pay tax, you still come out ahead. So, I mean, it's a nice car. The scale is kind of iffy, but I mean, it's executed well. My cousin had one of these. It was actually a friend of the family's, and he pretty much gave it to her, loaned it to her pretty much. Gave it to her as a present for graduating from, I think, college. I think graduating, getting her bachelor's degree. She was trying to get her master's degree. So he pretty much let her have his Benz 190E, and he was in the military. So he had like 2-3 cars. So hers had gold BBSs and everything. Sunroof open, automatic sunroof, Alpine stereo system. It was nice. So next we got to get into the Porsche, in which we go with this. Of course, the most iconic Porsche is the Rauh-Welt Porsche. But we're gonna start off with another Porsche. This Matchbox, this white. So hold your horses. This Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet. It's not a Spider. Scale 159. Debuted in 170-75 mainline. Produced from 1999 to 2013. Was retooled in 2020 to have side mirrors. No designer is mentioned. It looks awesome. This is the 2020 MBX City version. And this is the reason why I'm so... Now this is more like it. They basically brought this casting back. And this is how Matchbox castings used to look. And I think they do that because they got to show respect to Porsche. And you know, Hot Wheels has of late has done Porsches with no headlights, even no tail light tampos. And you wonder why companies like that snatch their licenses away. That's what Ferrari did, even though everybody's begging to get it back. And 164, nobody owns the Ferrari license in America. I think Tomica, I don't even think Tomica has it for 164 anymore. I think Kyoshi, do they have it? They had it in the past, so. But this is a cool model. Next, of course, we're going to do the Rauh-Welt Porsche. This Porsche is a 930. You know, it looks like a 911. They have different 930 versions, a 996, and all that kind of stuff. I could go all day. This debuted in 2019. It was designed by Jun Amai. The 2019 black car culture silhouettes version. There is an RLC version which was designed by I forgot his name. I didn't do his name. His last name is Vatesky. I didn't even put his first name up there. I was rushing. And it features the Akira Nake, I think that's his name, figure, who is the founder and pretty much the engineer, the dude who builds the Rauh-Welt McGriff Porsches. That's what RWB is supposed to stand for. Rauh-Welt, not McGriff, but B-Griff Porsches. His company. He is Akira Nake was also a famous Japanese race driver. Well, he was a street racer, to be honest, and he rode an AE86 originally. So, and he's one of the inventors, what they call Demon Camber. He's been doing these Porsches, and I've known about probably Rauh-Welt for probably like 10 years now. Probably more than that. A little over 10 years, because I used to watch documentaries on YouTube, and you would see him pretty much sometimes pounding with a hammer and molding the fenders and stuff to I think aluminum or whatever, and pretty much bonding it to older Porsches, and that's how he started getting doing his Rauh-Welt Porsches, because it was just supposed to be just something for him, and then somebody else saw it, but build me one, and then he started getting orders from Europe and stuff like that. So, in Middle East and all over the place. So it became famous. Next, let's get into Volkswagen. This is the Volkswagen Carmen Gia Type 34. Debuted in 1 through 121, 2013. That's the main line for Matchbox. It's produced from 2013 to present. Designed by Michael Geraldo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Geraldo. I think it's Geraldo. Herada. My fault. Uh, this is the MBX Road Trip 2018 version. It's based on a mid to late 60s convertible designed by Carlo Zaria Gia of Italy with interior, which they call coach work, in Europe by German coach building house, which is called Carmen. That's how you get the Carmen Gia. It's basically a poor man's Porsche Speedster or Alfa Romero, uh, whatever their convertibles were called, roadsters back in the 50s. So that's what they were going for. And this is cool for mainline. Headlights is kind of done. They did something to them. I think they should have put orange or something right here, yellow for the indicators, but oh well. Well, they may not be that. They may be lights too, regular main lights. But the tail lights is done, so. And the trim and everything looks good. Side mirrors and everything. Interior looks good. Their steering wheel is always chunky. They go the cheap route for some reason, but it's a mainline. What can you do? And last but not least, we're going to end with probably the most famous German vehicle ever produced. Well, y'all say, no, BMW or Volkswagen. I think not. The VW Beetle is probably the most famous, probably the most popular, probably the most widely produced German vehicle ever created. This is the 1940 VW split window Beetle that I own for close to 2 years now. Is Greenlight. Look at the realistic scale compared to these other vehicles. And this one I got, it celebrates the 75th anniversary of the Volkswagen Beetle. Of course, you know that Ferdinand Porsche designed the Volkswagen Beetle before he went off to start his own company. And some speculate that he did it because he didn't want the Nazi Party to basically own his designs. He wanted to strike out on his own. And this is pretty much this. Without this, there would be no this. So, with that said, I want to thank the subscribers for subscribing and supporting my channel. Random viewers, I encourage you to subscribe. Like I always say, this is not the best diecast channel, but it's not the worst either. The motto here is show a little love to the diecast. With that said, this is Big Dappuccino signing out. And hit the notification button and the subscription button so you have access to all the content. Until next time, peace and blessings.